Oh, but just kept forgetting. I love that. I love. You've seen on all this. Oh, yeah, I love that. The end is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end. Is never the end.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor at his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Is it just me, or does fucking Stanley look like a Gmod model animated in SFM in that cutscene?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Yeah!
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Nope.
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
The void. Yeah, this is one of the few things I remember doing the game. I'm surprised I got it that easily, to be fair. Although with how much I played Skyrim, it should. Yeah, I shouldn't be surprised. I'm used to trying to fucking push my way up there. Objects I have no reason reaching. Yeah, I'll take this time to look through the trophies because this game actually has trophies. Oh, interesting. What would be the fastest ending for that then? Set all setting sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Don't play this Stanley Parable for 10 years. Damn, there's only 11 trophies for this game. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday. So I mean, on a Tuesday, I just have to leave the game open. Oh, well, I got an achievement for doing that. Uh, I got two achievements actually. I got you. Oh yeah. Yeah, I can't only get that from one of the endings though.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks? Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, 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 I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417. 420. uh,
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
437 will be back here.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 416.
Now, back to door number 437.
Yeah, I agree. I hate Mondays. That's for a different thing. In fact, I need to do that on multiple playthroughs, don't I? So, I got that one now.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Copy machine?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
Oh, fucking damn. I love this game.
Now go climb on employee 419's desk.
419 will be you.
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416.
few clicks on 416.
We've almost got it! Now the copy machine do that one again!
He sounds like fucking Wallace. Wallace and Gromit. Gromit, where's all the
Finish it
cheese?
off, Stanley! 5 clicks on door 430!
430. Okay. 46, 45, 40. 430. Where the fuck's 430? Oh.
Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing.
Mm.
Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Wait, well, that one is input received. You know what? Fuck it, I'm doing the ending again.
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So,
Yeah, fuck it.
just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain. There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked most was buttons. He pushed them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable. Yes. You too will become quite unbearable.
Well, he gave up. So what was that achievement?